Hey Cappy, how y'all doing? It's your girl Ruth. Welcome back, y'all who've been rocking with me and those that are new. Thank y'all for coming back. And thank y'all for coming. I appreciate it. Yeah, the reason why I named it Akashi Records, Don't Be a Sacrifice. I was listening to my girl that I listen to a lot, Ezra, Ashera, Star Goddess. Y'all need to listen to her, y'all. She's very knowledgeable. And she was mentioning about how the COVID-19 and the people that are dying, how from a source that she know of, or just a thing that she thought that they were killing them to give them to make the people be a sacrifice to whatever entity or God that's in the universe, because they need their energy. Then I ran up on a video that says that Earth's prison, and their scientists are talking about there's something in the cosmos that won't let us leave Earth. Those of us that are on Earthlings and aliens that came to visit here and happen to be got caught here, which is this is a life lesson, of course. I mean, this is the lessons we're here, but got caught here and can't leave until we figure out maybe our karma or pay the entity back energy that's owed to them. Now, how do we happen to owe them energy? Why we owe them energy? I have no idea. And then I was thinking, I said, well, why is a human being the only energy that they will accept? Is that why they're killing so many so we can get up out of here? The man from Amazon, Oprah, and different other ones, they're excited. They're ready to go out of here into space. And now that I'm learning everything, I understand why, and I'm ready also. And y'all see as I read on about it too. But I thought that was pretty sad that, we're in prison here and they have to kill people off in order for to feed whatever that is. And then I went to the movies with my kids and my grandkids, and we saw this kids movie. Yeah, and the movie was talking about it's a little kids movie about some cave people, and the little girl, one of the daughters, the teenage daughter, fell in love with this little guy, and they were inseparable and stuff. But the little boy was from another family. His parents passed, so his family had some another family watching over him. So when he finally got there to the other family, they invited them all in, but they didn't want the cave people to be there. They just wanted him to be with their daughter. So as the movie went on, the two fathers got to talking, and he told them they could eat anything they wanted except the bananas. So they got angry at each other, and a lot of things happened. So the cave guy ate all the bananas because he really loved bananas. And the other father got upset and started crying and said, and come to find out that he had been feeding the bananas to some kind of entity or monster or whatever it was that was on the other side of the gate where they stayed. And they didn't get messed with because he was feeding them the bananas. So when the caveman ate all the bananas, the they came for the bananas. So when they didn't have them, they broke the wall down, and it was one little monkey like sitting standing there. So the caveman was laughing at him. So all of a sudden, it appeared a whole bunch of monkeys. So they carried them two off, and they decided to make a sacrifice out of them two, and the girl's boyfriend, him as well. He could speak their language by hidden or whatever. So excuse me, they decided to make a sacrifice out of them to give to whatever entity was coming that was bigger than they were. So that remind me of what's going on now. They changed the banana to a human sacrifice. So that's like, wow, this is where science is at in the mind. And this is what maybe we're going through right now while all the killing, the covert and everything is going on. It's just so much deeper, y'all. I always like to dig deep. I don't know if I'm right or wrong. I don't know if she right or wrong, but we got to try to figure out something. So I was glad to be on the same page of the scientists, just finding that out just by digging and getting into my Akashic records and meditating and holding these crystals in my hand because you need crystals and the one on my neck, amethyst on my neck, in order to go into your Akashic records. So that's one thing, y'all. Y'all need to remember, and meditate and everything. We finna get off into that. But I just want to say that was interesting. But I'm gonna say this little quote: "We are 99.99% space. So why can't we be able to travel in the mind and out to other galaxies and other space and maybe our real planet?" But that's the reason why the scientists said every time they try to go out, whatever this thing is, it blocks them from going out. Now, why it's angry, I have no idea, y'all. But we're gonna keep on trying to find out. But I'm gonna read a little bit of Teal Swan. I like her also, and what she talks about the Akashic records, and some of it is my saying as well. Huh?
I guess her little friend is drunk. He knocking on the wrong door, so I'm telling you, if you want to stay in your car with that little Mexican man.
Oh Lord. All right. Sorry, y'all. Yeah. She says. She explains the Akashic records. So, in order to get to your knowledge of your information of times you experience everything, you have to leave the body, which is a 3D, because it is limited thought, kind of like in prison with gatekeepers all around watching your every move. So, in order to get or accept, uh, escape, you have to meditate, find a quiet space, which it might be hard because uh, wardens like to keep you in chaos, noise, negativity, especially in the brain, to send downloads of negativity to keep you in line like the jailhouse. So I'm assuming that's why they keep doing this to us because they need our energy to send to whatever there is for the other aliens that got stuck here as well. But once you can escape, then you can meditate. I suggest taking a spiritual bath, using incense, your crystals, being quiet, closing your eyes. I put something over my eyes as well, a blanket. It could help to know your blood type to see what you need to eat. Change your diet. We'll talk about that. I want to keep in there. I want to ask a question: is there a librarian? This is what I want to ask, and what I'm asking in charge, or is it just you, or source that you are part of, I have to work with? Are we so used to help that the brain needs another source to keep with things? So I just been using the crystals and using herbs and eating right and I'm not the whole day, and then meditating. Okay, move on. More on how to prepare your body. Blood type, bloodline will help because of the people that were before you, pulling on their strings, beliefs, what they ate, then the plant-based diet, not the meat, dairy, because of the weight it holds in the body. You want to be like lightheaded, so to speak, like the air signs. Okay. Then I was talking about I've seen these two pit one movie and this other series on Netflix. Well, the series on Netflix is this one, the magicians. Okay, so this is about a librarian in the cosmos, and she's in charge of every book that were ever written of every human being, and the books on life, the books on death, the books on everything. So she was in, she's in charge of that. Her daughter didn't want to participate. She wanted to live her life. She had some other issues. So the other people that were there in the movie, they had different things they were going through. So they found out about this, and they were getting in the library, stealing different stuff, and some passed away, and they helped them come back alive from that. Just all about the Akashic records. I had no idea this was about the Akashic records, right? Then I seen y'all probably remember this movie. Now that's a series, okay? And before I show y'all this, let me show y'all this one. this one right here, Inception, with Leonardo DiCaprio. So I had been seeing, I watched this and I was so confused when I watched it. I was like, I didn't know what they was doing. It kind of messed my head up, right? But I finished watching it all, and come to find out, it's about someone hired him and his crew. They know how to meditate, and they're thieves. So they go meditate and sleep. And they hired them to go inside of people who have thought of brilliant ideas, different companies or whoever it was, and steal their ideas in their sleep. And then they started going to different levels in that person's body, holding an object so they can make sure they get back to center, back to reality. And I didn't know what they were doing. Now I know they were going different dimensions in that person's mind and stealing the ideas. Okay? How crazy is that? You think they ain't been doing that to us? How many ideas y'all done had, and all of a sudden it pops on TV, or a song or a movie, an idea, a product, and you're like, oh man, somebody thought of it for me. No, they went inside your head and they stole it. By all this technology, that's why a lot of people don't have no TV and phones and stuff. A lot of billionaires and trillionaires do not carry that. They have people that have that. They don't be bothered with that stuff, you know, because they know they steal. They know what's going on. Okay, we need to think like them. Now, right now, we're not at that point. I need this for this research, but I'm learning to turn that stuff off and not have it by my head, stuff like that, because they're stealing stuff, and seeing how much you know, because they know us all. Because we are all the same. We all came from source in the universe. We all came from one source, one matter. So we all played these roles that they're playing. We played them same roles before. That's why it's important for us to get into our Akashic records and find out who we are. It's really important. Yeah, so let's read a little more, y'all. When you get ready and in a meditative state, you ask the universe, this is what I want to know. Who am I, for one thing? Who am I talking to in the universe? Do you have to know the name, give gifts, etc.? Like y'all seen my video. Hope y'all looked at it, Papa Allegra, and I want on Happy Ancestor Halloween. I wanted to make sure my family was, okay. My mom just passed, a person I really care about it. My sisters and brothers passed, and different family members and friends. So he, gave me the answer. I found out what he liked, the gifts he liked. I studied him a while, kind of dated him a while, and then I asked for that help. So he did get that to me. So I was wondering, do we have to go that way through an entity or whatever? So I was thinking of the movie. Okay, yeah. And then I want to show y'all this other movie too. So yeah. Um, so those are things that you have to go through or ask questions about. And then let's go to let me see. Is it just taking care of our bodies, eating right, good water, know how to drink water? Because a lot of us don't know how. It's a certain way to eat water, to drink water, and we, like I said, um, we supposed to thank the water because it's alive, and all this plastic in the water, and then they already tell us that the water is not good. They done poison the water. Then we got to find out ways to get it. Dr. Saber say alkaline water, but he had beautiful streams. Where did we find alkaline water? If y'all know, please put it in the comments. But yeah, so like I say, billionaires, millionaires, they don't even drink water. Other things I mentioned before, staying away from jobs, people, places, things that are negative. So you have to be in that space, in that type of environment. You have to have a strong mind. So you have to know yourself and be able to get in this quiet place and really, not participate in that, because that'll hold you back from anything. Raising your vibration frequency. You don't have time to be around people like that. Cleaning your chakras, unblocking them. Okay, first knowing a lot about them, because there are many. There are many of them. I'm gonna name some of them too in a minute. I don't think all the negative that happens to you, you are doing it to yourself. Like they say, your thoughts you make, positive or negative. Thoughts, I think, the lower entities in the world, by stealing your records or looking at them, put those things in your mind to keep you stuck. Now we have to protect ourselves, mind, body, spirit, and soul. So my first question was, how do I stop them from dipping in my stuff? You know what I'm saying? So when we do get a chance to visit our records, how how do we know it's not our earthly program thoughts and not us on that dimension? And do or how to stop doubt that it's the truth. This will stop or delay the information. Are there beings there put in place to stop you keeping negative thoughts? I just need a little more information on you. When I first tried to do it, holding my crystals, eyes covered over my face, there were flashes of things, lights, and then later creatures, and I remained unafraid but confused. I not knowing what was going on, was doing, undoubting. I stopped till I had questions. Still, noise came around me. Maybe this is my control problems. Need to learn to let go, which is hard for me. Build a protection for myself or chaos I've been through. Okay, so my chakras have to unblock them. I'm learning those are lessons only. Learn to forgive. That's where chakra cleansing comes it from. Learning how to breathe the right way. You have to learn how to breathe. Till says breathe from your back. That's your kundalini in your back, releasing karma. You know, we have to be open to receive, and patient comes when waiting, especially with my anxiety. She says to ask, I want to experience the life I was living before this life. Say, I intended to experience the life before this life. Okay? um, Learn how to meditate first. You will start to feel things out of order in your body, resistance, or see objects things your vision like a car on outside of the road. Write everything down. Keep trying until you get good at it. You can ask what is the most important part of this life. You will be fast forward to the high point. So that's what she said to do, yeah. So yeah, then we got Infinity Waters. He says Incarcerate Records holds everything that will and has happened, everything being recorded. So who or what is doing this? Okay, like the Watchers. I seen I was walking my daughter one day to school in the morning, and it was kind of dark outside, and I looked up to the sky because I had been things I was going through, and I had to get on different frequencies, vibrations in my mind. I had to get on different stuff, and I seen this portal was open in the sky. I know from researching it, and it was the two objects at the top of the cloud, and it was two at the bottom, and the two at the bottom had some kind of object in their hand. It was like a body. It was big enough to be a body. So they were going slowly up. It was like they was going up an escalator, and I started praying, and then it started slowly closing, but they got to their destination and bought whatever that was in. That was so strange, y'all. So y'all know I'm on a whole other level to find out what's going on. Our database DNA or junk DNA, is this our true Akashi records? There's no beginning or ending. World Akashi records, that's one. Everything being on the planet. Okay. So then we got um, the Grand Library, okay, Universal Akasha Records also recorded down. That's why I say those low entities will get their karma, and all of us, eventually, because we all did play the same roles. We can change who we are and make new memories. Edgar Casey, he quoted him, Halls of Records. That's what he called it. Everything that happened on Earth. Don't accept what you see here. Be open, beyond the five senses. Use your imagination more importantly than knowledge. Okay. People in business, like I said, Oprah and all of them, they know about Akasha Records. No junk food. Eat right. When you are eating, you are reading. Boom. Okay. When you eat right, you're you're getting information through the plants. So Mother Nature's feeding you. From 0 to 7 years old, forming your mind Keep childlike quality alive. So keep childlike, asking questions. A child always asks questions. If you let your children ask questions, please let them ask questions, okay? And you don't know everything. I don't know everything. Who am I? We can find out together, tell your child, okay? We have to learn to be present, okay? And forget all that past hurt or what happened and the ego and all, throw all that stuff in the trash. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to know everything with your kids or your children or your grandkids. All this happens to help you on your journey. Breathe from the base of your spine. He's saying the same thing as well, your kundalini. Deep meditation. The ethers get us to Akashic records. Get rid of everything you have been taught. Be open for new information. Akashic records, your past lives. Go in nature to access Akashic records in planets, water, etc. You can tap into it anytime. It's yours. Internet, Akashic records, old and new information. Everything exists. Anything can happen. Keep learning. Music too can have frequencies to become the best you. Okay, he was suggesting that. Infinity Waters. Listen to him as well. He's very good. Okay, what chakras are needed to ascend to those Akashic records? Human events, your thoughts, words, emotions, and intent, ever to have occurred in the past, present, or the future, including every parallel universal, multi-universal, omni-universal universe, are all higher dimensions of infinity and beyond. They're encoded in a non-physical plane of existence known as the Akashic records. Collect consciousness of or the mind of God, which contain energetic vibration of every thought in every universe that has ever existed since the source, okay, uh, contains all future possibilities, the library, interdimensional, inside of you. Believe it exists is first. Open your mind, let go, let it flow. You have the ability to access your Akashic records. Leave behind the thinking of third world, third dimension worldly reality. Then you can tune into the frequency of your information you seek. Breathing is important. Your through crown chakra, solar plexus, center of your personal power, root chakra, seven chakras, heart chakra. Yoga is good also. Eating right and kundalini. So I'm gonna come back with the second one, y'all. Okay, we right back.